This information cost me about $8,000. I've been to the past 4 vid summits, and overall those cost about $2,000 each to go, like $1,000 for the tickets, and there's hotels and flights and all that type of stuff. So in total, about $8,000 spent going to Vid Summit, and I wanted to share with you some lessons that I learned from there, including from people who make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and just save you some time. So to start off, this isn't super YouTube specific, but they are normal people. The first time I ever met somebody making 50 or 100K a month was at VidSummit. I met people making about 300K a month actually, and I was kind of taken aback, and I realized that there is a whole nother level to this game. And you might think 10K a month is inspirational. For me, that was, until I started to hang out with these people and I realized that they're not working any harder, they're just working different than me. And once I kind of realized that there was this whole nother level to wealth and they're just normal people like you and me, they just decided to play a game that had a bigger upside, I actually started to think different. And actually, initially when I went to my first Vid Summit, I just started hanging around these types of people who were thinking bigger, thinking more business-like than what I was doing. I had a huge bump in my channel, and almost every year I've doubled. So I started, first year I had 80K, next year I had 150 or something like that. And then this time going, so year 1 was 80K, year 4 is 560K. I don't know what I'm at now. But I don't think I ever would have gotten anywhere close to where I am now if I had not gone around those type of people. And honestly, you don't need to go to Vid Summit. I don't know if I'll go again. I've been every year, I have a lot of friends there and stuff. It's really cool, but I don't know if like that's as much the play as it is just seeing in real life people doing the thing you want to do. This place is full of people chasing their dreams and living their dreams. And you just meet person after person who founded a company, who started a creator agency, who is a small channel, that reviews wellness products and makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. There's a large channel who does entertainment stuff who makes all kinds of money. Like, there's so many people making way more money than you can even imagine in the stupidest niches you've never heard of. So just being around those type of people make you think like, oh, maybe I'm not unworthy. And especially meeting people who have much smaller channels than me, making about 10 times more than me, I realized that like, hey, I can think bigger. I can try some of these strategies and stuff that I meet from other people. So that is one lesson. They are normal people just like you and me. But lesson 2 is that it's kind of a long-term game. I met one kid there, he had like 3 million subscribers, and he had been doing this for 15 years. And I met another kid who'd been doing it for 9 years, another person for 7 years, and each of them had over 1 million subscribers. And I realized that pretty much every person that I met that had been taking this seriously for 5 years plus had close to 1 million subscribers or was making crazy money with a smaller channel. So I think the real thing that I took away from that was, especially with YouTube or really any business that you start, is that if you just stay consistent and make 1% better every day, 1% better every week for 5 years, you're going to be successful at whatever you're doing for the most part. Like, so if you don't pivot or whatever, then maybe not, and it doesn't work for absolutely everybody. But I think for most people, if you keep getting better and realizing like, okay, I've worked really hard for these 6 months, it's not really clicking, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot again. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. Some people were on their 3rd or 4th channel before they had one that took off and just like, made stupid money. So that would be another one. That it's like a very long-term game. And if you're discouraged in the first 3 months or the first 6 months, and then you quit and you say you didn't get lucky, that's totally on you. And that's what I've done multiple times. I tried so many different businesses before I tried YouTube. YouTube's the one thing I haven't quit for like 6 years. I posted a video a week for 6 years, and that's why I'm successful. It is not because I'm especially skilled or talented or have a great story or whatever. It's because I sucked for a really long time. I had 6 months where every time I posted a video, I lost subscribers, just when people were reminded I existed. But I stuck with it. I just kept doing it. I don't know why. It's like kind of psychotic. And because of that, I have become, successful with YouTube. So that would be my encouragement. If you pick something, whatever it is, if you stick with it long enough and you actually learn and you don't just like do the same thing over and over expecting different results, but you actually like get better at it and really practice it, you will probably become successful. And I think YouTube's a super cool tool in order to do that. The next one is positivity. Now, this doesn't just apply to YouTube. Again, this applies to everything, but I shared a room with a guy this week and he was the most positive person I have ever been around. and he was just talking to absolutely everyone, smiling, just generally happy to be alive, something that I'm not very good at as an extreme introvert. And it literally changed my life a little bit because we got backstage, we got free coffee and stuff. We met multiple founders of companies, all because this guy was just happy with everybody that he saw, talking to everybody that he saw. And I'm not naturally like that, but I realized that he had so many amazing things happen to him just in the 2 days that I was with him, all because he was just a positive person. And it's not fake positive. He literally is just happy to be alive. He looks at the negative things and the positive things and chooses to focus on the positive things and tries to make everybody's day better around him. And he was also one of the happiest people that I've ever met because of kind of that outlook. And because of that, I met multiple founders and people that I've like looked up to for a really long time, other creators, just because of that mindset. And he's, you know, become a friend of mine as well. So that's just a thing that applies to most things. Even if you're not naturally an outgoing person, if you are a positive person, you have other people's best interests in heart, and you work hard in order to make other people's lives better and also on your own business in like a good attitude, people really feel that. Especially with YouTube, there's a lot of negative YouTube out there, which most people who do that for a long period of time aren't happy and end up trying to pivot to something else. But if you're generally a happy person, that will also connect with people on YouTube, and they'll feel that contagion that you have. And you know, it's just something that I'm trying to put more into my content, just this excitement to be alive. I'm trying to share that with people. The next thing is that packaging is everything. I take this away every time I go to VidSummit, but the idea and the title and the thumbnail matter more than almost anything else. I think most people, they do this thing where they come up with a rough idea for a video, they shoot a video, they try to figure out what the thumbnail is as it's uploading, they edit something real quick, they slap it up there, and then they're like, oh man, I need to put a title on this thing. We'll put this title. And that's what they do for most videos. If that's you, let me know in the comments. And that's what I did for years. And when I made this shift, which I'm still trying to do because I just got in this routine, it's bad habits. But when I do actually do thumbnail first, idea and title like first, like make sure the idea is really good, the title and thumbnail are really good, they complement each other really well, the rest of the video almost doesn't matter. Like as long as it's a decent video with a pretty good hook, the rest of it does not matter as much as having a really intriguing idea and a really like clickbaiting but true title and thumbnail in order to lead into that idea. So that's what I'm working on upcoming videos and working on my channel right now. But yeah, that's my general overall thoughts, lessons that I've learned from spending $8,000 going to VidSummit. But can't complain because it literally changed my life. So enjoy. See you next week.